Hello everyone, Dylan here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and the rotation leads us to a LEGO Angry Birds movie set review, and well, my second to last one in this case. And this one's on the Piggy pirate ship from 2014 or 2016, of course. So on the front of the manual, we would have the LEGO Angry Birds movie logo and border as all the sets, and picture of the set coming ashore, and Angry Bird and lego.com/angrybirds, and the choking hazard and set number 75825. On the back side, how to win on the online survey, and then all the pieces that come with the set, of course, and then large promotional poster, and also down below all the sets that there were, and the King Pig's Castle next Throwback Thursday. And then also another different poster, or I mean extension of the artwork with all the minifigs there. And then a little ad of the website that there was at the time, and also a little comic strip including the catapult feature of the set. And then the last building steps, of course. And that's about it there. Now, first of which we would have an exclusive variant of red, which the eye printing different than other ones, which but kind of more, a little less angry, derpy look to it, and despite that, everything else the same as the other variants in all the sets, and that's it there. And now, next to which we have Bomb, who in the film voiced by Danny McBride, of course, and as you see, it was kind of a large spherical look to him, obviously fitting to his bomb name to it, and however the sculpting for the beak done quite well, and also printing for everything else, it was really good for how it is. And the arm pieces of it, same as Red and Chuck and Matilda as well, all the other bird figs, but now molded in black. And then the backside, which the tail feathers are in soft rubber, and the views on top also soft rubber, so you can make it look like it's an actual regular views if you wanted. And also, if I flick it, a little bit hollow for that, and when yet also doesn't feel like he's gonna break open for that if I press him hard. Maybe because there's some like extra stuff of him in there or whatever, but yeah. But aside from that, still quite good for how he is. And that is about it with Bomb. And now next to which for the figs is a pirate pig, which as you see, the molding same as all the pig minifigs, but now with a hook hand to how he is, like we see on most pirate minifigs. And then also like most pirate and castle figs are the sword pieces then, and also a little pirate hat piece, but with a unique print to it, well, for the piggies. And also how it's attached, how it's attached is just just attached to a single stud, well, and also can work on regular minifig heads then. And also the printing of which now with a gold tooth and an eye patch, which well fitting to this one. On the back side of which is saying not only back printing, and despite that, still quite good how he is. And then lastly, for the minifigs is the main character of the pigs, Leonard, of course, which obviously, and of course the main difference is this printing was showing some stubble for how he is. And although he was a little bit extra in the movies, a little extra chunky than the rest of the pigs, but whereas he's just, but in this set, which same mold as all the rest, well, probably like for the budget or the price point of this set, probably just didn't want to overdo him, but whatever. And not only back printing, but however, still quite good how he is, but yeah. And that's it with all the minifigs of the set. And now, first of which, for the builds, we have this catapult, well, it's type assembly that there is. and which a little similar to the catapults that come in most of the other sets, but now this which does have some unique bits to it, but where it all kind of looks mostly like the dock to a boat way to that. And of course, whereas one side of which would, and it's all, since it's all resting on both a plate and a wedge plate, or then with a few jagged slopes here, and also going up to a few technic bits forming a palm tree, of course. And also the main feature is if you like take any bird fig that there is, and you can just tap on this and leap them forward. Let's do that again. So, a little hard to do so with Bond, but let's try that with red. There. Works quite well for how it is. And that's about it with this little extra catapult build. Now, onto the main part. And now, onto the Piggy ship itself, or pirate ship itself. As you can see, quite unique, like a little different than most pirate ship sets, but whereas since, and of course a little smaller than most, well, mainly fitting to the Angry Birds movie styling, and, well, just for the styling of it, and also with some different bits of it for the films, are done for this theme. And also to note, this won't float in water, so keep that in mind. And also, like most of which, has a quite tall mast for how it is. So, it's now on to how it is. Like, as you see, this front part of which would going quite upwards for how it is, like, and also those tiny wheels on that is for one of the main features, which I'll show later. And also, and like in most of the sets, have the tile pieces that are to look like planks of wood, and also have a couple of oars on the side, which are for, again, for one of the features of it. And also this little compartment that opens up, and then have a little apple piece in there, and it's same thing on the other side, but a little different then. Also, going towards this part with the large slope or cylinder pieces there, and also this little Captain America shield piece, well, shield piece from the Marvel line used for Captain America's shield, but is obviously different to look like a pig nose fitting to the Piggy theme for how it is. And also for the front bow of this boat, of this ship that there is, which holds this little annoying string piece to that, which connects to these little pulley assembly, which is to do with this tracking gear system for that, which if you like turn on that, it raises and lowers this boulder piece for how it is, which quite well done feature for that. And also a nice to see something different from other pirate ship sets. It's for that, and that's about it there. Now onto the back part of it, which has these little wheel pieces, which we probably see in some Technic sets and other, or just other themes that there are. And of course, look like it's a large paddle wheel for how it is, and also another plank of wood piece there, and also these few Technic beams to look like the rudder of it, and then also this little extra bit or Technic bit, most likely to act as a handle. Yeah, probably best as a handle when you're playing with it, of course. And then also have these little Lego City crane pieces on there in brown for that. And then also this little crate, which holding a few things on it, like this crossbow, which we usually saw on Chewbacca in the Star Wars sets from the time, and also an ice cream cone and a banana for that. Then that's about it there. And then also we have this little cylinder piece that holds a 2x4 tile with a map on it, and also you can like pull it open and then have a little hidden compartment to hide some accessories in there, like that one which the golden crown piece, which is also used in the pig castle set as well. But whereas this piece of which was also used in the Avatar theme, but in glow in the dark for that, which a good use of piece in that theme then. But and aside from that, whereas for the rest of which is just there's kind of a little kitchen area with the sink kind of piece that we saw and that we oftentimes saw a lot in like Belleville and such, but and also a classic like frying pan piece and a trans orange stud to be sort of a stovetop then. And now back up to this upper section, which is kind of a steering part of it, built kind of oddly when could have been a classic steering wheel piece, but obviously this a little different to fit with the Angry Birds Piggy part of it to it. And honestly, just a regular steering wheel piece, and also a little jumper piece to sit to your Piggy or Pirate Pig onto there and steer it. And also have this little mechanical metal part for that with a hook on it with this little net assembly in order to catch a bird fig into it and bring them along. So nice feature. And also this little Technic assembly that holds a bar piece that holds this little semi fabric piece that holds the pig symbol on it to be a flag for that. But there's a couple more that you'll also see here. And also have two more for that, which these two of which together make the main sail of it. That, or actually three for that, making the sails of it, with this whole Technic assembly for that, and also at the very top are a couple of flag pieces in light nougat. Kind of interesting to see there. And I guess that is about it. Oh, and also the flag piece from earlier is actually double-sided for that. Nice to see. And now onto the main feature of the set is if you hold it on here and then twist it back and forth, then those wheels just roll around and the oars just go side to side. Which look like it's paddling through the water for that. Which very interesting and well done feature for how it is, but yeah. And that's about it with that part of which, and that's about it there. And so my overall verdict, I think this was a quite good, fun set for how it is. Like, for the $60, yeah, $60 that it was at the time, this has plenty to offer. Like, obviously have the moving winch and also the moving wheels, despite the regular wheels that are underneath it. But and also nice to have the catapulting feature, but a little different look of a catapult of the theme, yeah. And also great to have Bon, who is one of the main characters of the film. And also great to have Leonard as well. Even though I think he could have come in one of the smaller sets as well. Well, despite for that, this set's still quite good for how it is. Well, and of course, nice to see. And of course, good to have a little different look of a pirate ship that there is. Even though we had kind of a small, odd one in the SpongeBob theme in like 2012, but however, this set, which is also quite unique as well. Well, since this is which. Kind of like another excuse of that, but yeah. And also, whereas the 4 minifigs there were, could have at least included a little extra pig as well, but maybe that would have been a little much. And I guess these two around were probably there for the price point, but yeah. But whereas, and as is the which, still pretty good for how it is. Like, do get plenty good playability, like the moving of it and the catapult as well, but yeah. And so now, if any of you still have this set from back in the day, well, I hope you had some good memories of it And for those of you who have it and are still looking to get this set, I'd say definitely pick it up. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.